Hi, my name's King and welcome to King in the Kitchen. Today I'm going to show you a vegan version of Singapore noodles. Hope you try this at home and I hope you enjoy. All feedback will be gratefully received. So these are the ingredients I'll be using today. Look in the description below for further information. I'm going to be using dry rice noodles. You can get these from Chinese supermarkets and most large supermarkets actually sell these as well. And you can also buy ready prepared rice noodles from a number of supermarkets too. But this is a lot more cost effective. So I'm using about 150 grams of dried rice noodles. And what you need to do is to soak them in boiling water. This will literally take a couple of minutes. After a couple of minutes, you'll see that the rice noodles are soft and pliable and still got a little bit of bite in them. But what you need to do now is drain off the hot water, run cold water through it so it stops it from cooking. So chop up the onions. I'm using Bac Choi. Slice off the bottom. And you don't want these to be too big, you want them to be kind of like mouth size, bite size, so I tend to cut these in half. And give them a quick wash. Going to use pepper. Scrape out the seeds. And julienne. Going to use the spring onion. I only want this for garnish, so I'm just going to use the green part of the onion. Just trim it off and finely slice. You can use all different types of vegetables. You don't have to go with what I've got here. These are the spices I'm going to be using. This is a tablespoon of curry powder, heaped teaspoon of chili flakes, about a teaspoon of salt, vegetable or chicken stock cube, and also tofu. So get your wok or pan nice and hot. Add a couple of tablespoons of vegetable oil and add your aromatics, which is the chili flakes. Add the onion and the Bac Choi. Give it a little stir and add the bean sprouts. You want to make sure that you put in the vegetables that take the longest to cook in first. You can use all different types of vegetables. You don't have to go with what I've got here. Tender stalk broccoli is good. You can use Chinese leaf. You can use choy sum, carrots, mushrooms. It's almost what you've got in your fridge. So just going to add the red pepper. Give that a little stir, and you want to cook this for maybe 2 to 3 minutes, just until they start to get a little bit soft, because you still want to retain a little bit of crunchiness and a bit of texture in there. Just look at those colours, it already looks quite good. Now I'm going to put some vegan chicken in. This is the one I've chosen to use today, from the vegetarian butcher, the Cluck, and I've just shredded it a little bit. You don't have to add this, it's totally up to you. This is your dish. So add what you like. So I'm going to add the rice noodles. Don't add them all at the same time. Just add a little bit, just to start the amalgamation. If you add them all at the same time, it clumps up and kind of difficult to amalgamate and to get it stirred in. So I'm going to add the rest of the noodles. I'm going to add my flavourings. In goes the salt, and in goes the curry powder. I'm also going to add about a tablespoon of dark soy. I use dark soy rather than light soy because it's got a more rounded taste to it. It doesn't taste so salty. This version is vegan, this product. And just stir in all the flavours. I'm using a chicken stock cube here. This is a vegan chicken stock cube from Oxo, but you can use vegetarian as well. Handy hint, if you squeeze the Oxo cube in the foil, saves you from getting messy, just empty it out, just give it a good stir. You want all those flavours and just to mix in to make sure that it's kind of uniform in colour, and that's when you know that you've got all the seasonings and all the flavourings well amalgamated into the dish. Gonna get the tofu, just crumble in the tofu, crumble it lightly. In the normal dish, you would add egg to it, but because this is vegan, I'm gonna put tofu in as kind of like a replacement. Just crumble it in lightly and just stir in. A lot of Asian cooking is done really quickly, so it has to be on a high heat, and then that helps retain all the goodness from all the vegetables. Just give it a little quick stir more, and that's done. So I'm just going to dish up now. This will feed 2 hungry people or 3 people. You see all those colours, and you should just get the smell on this. You can smell the curry and the chilli. I'm just going to finish it off with the finely chopped spring onions. And done.